Trying some new software. Okay. So, welcome to the Soya Dungee podcast, episode number 70, where conversation is always the essence of the soul. I am your host, Soya Dungee, bringing the heat to the IG, Facebook, and YouTube streets. So, for those who are tuning in for the first time or watching the replay for the first time tonight, just a quick explanation of myself. I am a life coach, I'm a mentor, an encourager, public speaker, community advocate, a voice for the voiceless. And I help those that are struggling with hardship and despair go from suffering in silence, feeling stuck with no end in sight, to becoming resilient, motivated, and reaching their goals and their dreams with forward progression one day at a time. So tonight's topic is going to be overcoming. So the Merriam-Webster definition of overcoming is a person who overcomes something or succeeds in dealing with or gaining control of some problem or difficulty. So overcomers believe that they can overcome or they have overcome. If you truly believe you can take the necessary steps to overcome fear, doubt, shame, blame, adversity, hardship, and grief, to name a few. Those who overcome adversity know that the challenges that they face, they teach that valuable lesson, creating a story that is to be told in the future time and time again. Every experience we have in life, it turns out to be a valuable lesson, whether we believe it or not, or we can't see it at the time, but it becomes a valuable lesson. An overcomer is willing to reinvent themselves. Reinvent themselves. So tonight we are going to talk about, within being an overcomer, the steps. So I am going to give you 4 steps tonight to being an overcomer. Now, we spoke about overcoming before, long time ago, and I pinpointed an overcomer, and it's been brought up several times that people would like to hear it again. So I'm talking to you a little bit more in depth tonight about steps to be an overcomer. So the first one would be, you have to believe. You have to believe. So overcoming a challenge or hardship, it begins and it ends with belief. It begins and ends with belief. Those who give up and quit, they have lost their belief. They don't believe that they can overcome. They don't believe that they can become unstuck. They don't believe that they can come out of the hardship or the grief. So they just give up, and there goes their belief. So to overcome the challenges, the hardship, the grief, the despair, you have to believe that you can, and more importantly, that you will. You have to will it in existence. You have to believe. If you don't believe, you might as well don't even start, because you're not going to be an overcomer. 2, you have to trust in the process. Trust in the process by staying positive. You have to allow for growth. And if you're not going to trust in the process, and you're not going to stay focused and stay positive and allow for growth, guess what? You're not going to overcome. You will not overcome. You must view that hardship, that challenge, that grief, that despair, that being stuck as something that will make you stronger and catapult you in that future endeavor, that positivity that will make a better person. And I talk about that on my walk and talk with Soya every single morning when I tell you, just if anybody comes at you with negativity, don't fight it. Don't fight them. Take it in to use it to fuel you. You burn that with fuel to catapult you in the direction in which you want to go, that you believe that you can go, that you must go. It's an opportunity to learn, to develop, and even become more disciplined. Imagine that. So when your faith is being tested, your endurance has that opportunity to grow. Your endurance has that opportunity to grow. 3, see challenges, hardships as temporary. See them as temporary, as short-term, solvable problem. With time and effort, it will diminish and be something of the past. Be something of the past. And remember, it won't last forever. It won't last forever. But you have to remember that. You have to see that as temporary. You can't stay fixated on it. You have to remain optimistic, remain hopeful. And 4, you got to take action. You have to find a solution. So when you take action, you're looking to find a solution. And in doing that, you find the resources of a life coach, mentor, as such as myself, someone who's already gone through it. They've gone through the hardship. They've gone through the grief. They've gone through the despair. They've gone through being stuck. They've gone through not knowing where to turn, no direction, no one to talk to, so they thought. Suffering in silence. All that was me. I was that. But because of that, and because of me deciding to take action, I was able to entrust in a life coach, a mentor, someone who already has gone through hardships and grief and despair and had a story to tell. You can learn, acquire valuable tools and skills to be able to advance, to move forward progression, one day at a time. In taking action, you have a community. You find a community that's going to support you, uplift you, be there 24/7 for phone call, text message, a listening ear. And not just a listening ear, an attentive listening ear. Like-minded individuals like-minded individuals that are in the direction already that you're choosing to go, or they're traveling there as well. You can do it together. Together. So with that being said, they're calling me to volunteer. We'll just power off for a moment. I'm sorry about that, guys. So with that being said, I have a masterclass on Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It won't be on Instagram. It won't be on Facebook. It won't be on YouTube. It's going to be Zoom. It'll be off social media so that we can talk freely, honestly. You can comment and ask questions and not feel like the whole world is watching. It'll be more intimate, non-judgmental zone. So I have been putting on social media my posts, and on the posts is the website, because in order for you to join me on Saturday, you have to register, and you have to register in advance. So I will put it up again, but on the ones that I've posted already, all you have to do is copy the URL and then paste it, and it will take you to my landing page where you can fill out a form to register. And then you will get a response email that tells you that you are registered. And then on Friday, you will receive notification as to the Zoom link, because the Zoom link will not be posted on social media purposefully. And you're right, because every storm does pass. Absolutely. Hardship is like a tsunami, but God can conquer all storms, hurricane, and tornadoes in our life. Just don't get stuck and drown in the hardship and grief. Amen. Thank you so much for that. And if you're getting value, if it's relatable, please drop that in the comments. For those that'll be watching later, they can see the comments and listen for the value and the relatability in that. And if you have subject matter that you would like me to discuss, feel free to ask, and I'll bring it. And if it means I have to research, I will research. But I promise to bring that to you. Because if you're taking the time to ask me, that means it's something that's near and dear to your heart. And I promise you, you've been there, you've been supportive of me from the beginning, and I appreciate you. I value you. I trust you. I believe in you. And I hope that you do the same when it comes to me. So if it's something on your heart, let me know. If you just need someone to talk to, if you're going through hardship, if you're going through a tough time, a challenge, you're grieving, reach out. Reach out. And in the event that you weren't able to watch my walk and talk, on Monday was my mother's 1-year anniversary of her passing. And this Saturday will be the 1-year anniversary of her funeral. And that's why I chose June 29th to host my next masterclass in her honor. And in that masterclass, we're going to talk about overcoming. We're going to talk about moving forward. And I'm going to give you a blueprint. I'm going to give you a blueprint and help you design your blueprint to your life, so we can stop being stuck, and we could stop feeling alone, and we can stop feeling like we don't have direction, and we could begin to move forward progression, one day at a time. I promise you, by the end of the masterclass, you will have some well-needed tools to assist you in doing just that. Just as I found a mentor, life coach, and a community for love and support that gave me the necessary tools and the skill set needed for me to be able to move forward and thrive. We talked about thriving on a previous walk and talk, and we'll talk about it again, I promise. Now, I know that you are in the mirror. I know you are talking to that self-image. I know that you are validating that you're a child of God, that you're valuable because you beat out 499 billion sperm to be here. If you didn't hear me the first time, I'm going to say it again. Because you beat out 499 billion sperm to be here, you're important. You're beautiful. You're kind. You're kind. Talk to that self-image every day. Even if you're among people and you don't want to say it aloud, look in the mirror, smile. Show those gorgeous faces, those handsome faces, smiles. Talk with authority. And don't forget the end, and I'm all that, and get the head going like that. And I'm all that in a bag of chips. They bring that negativity, fuel it, catapult it. And as a viewer wrote, my best friend just lost her husband, and I am using the tools that I have learned from you, Miss Sonia, for the funeral that is next Tuesday. Please pray for her in your prayer time. I absolutely positively will. Do me a favor and just send me the name of the person, and so that I can put a name to the prayer. Okay. And you could always reach out to me anytime of the day, the night. You know that by now. And remember what I told you. You're valuable and you deserve to be around a community. All of you are. All of you are. So with that being said, I know I'll be seeing all of you, whether you're on now or you're watching the replay, this Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link's already dropped. It's on the post. I will drop it again. I'll drop it again. When I post these, I will drop it again. If you have a problem, please reach out to me, because that's the only way you're going to be able to get into the masterclass this Saturday is if you register. So you have to make sure you register. I'm so excited. This will be masterclass number 4. Okay, I call it BOMB because we're all boss overcomers mastery. So it is the bomb. I know I got to be careful saying certain words on social media, but it stands for Boss Overcomer Masterclass, mastery, any type of master you wish it to be. And we are going to do some work. Make sure you come ready to go, cameras on, notebook, a lot of paper, more than one pen in case one stops. In case one pen stops, you got another and another. I normally roll with several pens wherever I go, several pens, more than one book, notepad, everything, because I don't want to miss a thing. Get some sleep. Just come ready to do some work. Ready to do some work. I'm so excited. I am so super excited. I can't even contain myself because I know I'm an overcomer, and I know where I was and I know where I am now. And I want that so much for all of you that are in the situation in which I once was. It's an incredible feeling when you're able to move forward and be an overcomer. I call myself a storm survivor and an overcomer of many things. And I want to share that with you. And I want to tell my story again. Until then, be safe, be well. God bless you all. Bye for now. And for the rest of you, bye for now as well. Be safe. Okay, we're going to end the stream.